On April 16th, 2003, the greatest of all time, Michael Jordan, played his last game in the NBA for the Washington Wizards, playing in a pair of Air Jordan 18s. What's up, everybody? Samson the Chewbacca coming back with another episode of Sneaker Collections. Today we are going to talk about the Air Jordan 18. You know I'd like to hit y'all with some history first. So, lead designer of this project was Tate Kuberis. I apologize if I butchered your last name. I'm a big fan of your work. Can't read for shit. I apologize. He was not a unknown to the community. He had worked at Nike since 1995, transitioning to the Jordan brand, the Jordan team specifically, in 1999. This shoe was inspired by F1 racing cars and Italian dress shoes. The more you start to see of my collection, the more we talk about some other Jordan models, specifically from the 1 to the 18s, the more you will see that Italian inspiration, the car racing inspiration. Those are two big things that Michael Jordan has always gravitated to. In fact, he even owns his own racing team. Fun little extra bonus there for you. Now, this Jordan kind of had a different rollout than most of them do. They came in a very unique box with some very cool accessories, including a Jordan brand towel, a brush to clean the shoes, as well as a manual with all of the facts about the shoe. And with the inspiration coming from F1 racing cars, that is where the manual inspiration came from. I just happen to have an original 2003 Jordan 18, including on don't just have the shoe, I have the box that came with it. Now, again, I don't show the box unless it's worth showing. This was really cool for a few different reasons. One, there is, hold on, let me turn it the right way, the Jordan 18 on it. Little different. I couldn't even tell it was an 18, honestly, until I started doing my research about it. Another cool thing they did with this is instead of a normal, flip-up shoebox, slides out like that. And I didn't even notice that, guys. Check that out. It says Jordan on the inside. How cool is that? Wow. That was a cool little fun fact we just learned together, guys. Now, I don't have the suede brush. I do not have the manual. But I am blessed enough to have the Jordan brand towel. This I'm really, really happy about. Admittedly, it hangs in my room because I used it for about a week or so with my hands cleaning my face, and it started to get dirty and I couldn't do it. So this is more so just a decoration piece, but a really cool thing to have from the original release of the Air Jordan 18. So we're going to put this box away right now. Bada bing, bada boom. All right. Y'all want to see the shoe, right? Let's get the shoe. Here we go. Air Jordan 18 Black Royal. All right. This was the first Jordan I ever owned. And y'all know I like to share the stories about everything, so I'm going to tell you the story behind how this Jordan came into my possession back in 2010. I was with a friend of mine. He will remain nameless, as he was going through some lockers at the time that weren't necessarily his, and found this pair of shoes. Again, this was in 2010. They did not fit him, so he gave them to me. I just wore them thinking they were just any other shoes, didn't think much of it. I'm going to spin this around a little bit. I'm going to talk about it more in a sec, but I got to tell y'all the story behind it. So they didn't fit him. He gave them to me. They were a size 10.5. I wear about a size 9 or so they were big for me, but I still wore them. A few months later, somebody did actually, I'm assuming the owner of the shoe, asked me where I got them, to which I responded, the honest answer was, a friend gave them to me. Of course, I didn't specify that the friend had stolen them. What I did realize years later was that shoe, released in 2003, this shoe was retroed, which, in case y'all don't know what a retro is, it means it's re-released in the same colorway, sometimes with a few little minor upgrades. These shoes were only released once, 2003, 2018. I got caught with these in 2010. So the chances of me having a shoe from 2003 that guy also had, I got a feeling I'm pretty lucky he didn't beat the brakes off me right then and there. So this was the first Jordan I ever had back in 2010. And when I started recollecting shoes recently, I have sold all of my shoes for multiple different reasons in the past, whether it was financially or I wanted to kind of go a little minimalistic for a while. The past few years, I found my love for sneakers again. And when I made my list of the sneakers I needed, this needed to be back in my collection just like it was back in 2010. So there's a story behind why this shoe means so much to me, the Air Jordan 18. Let me get into some facts about the shoe itself now. There is little to no stitching on this. It is just all one seamless piece of suede. This is not in the best of condition. In fact, this isn't even my size. This is a size 12, but I got it for a steal of a price, and someday I will own the original 2003 in my size. But for now, I'm going to settle for this like $50 pair that I found online to look at and remind me where my history with sneakers really hit a new milestone. So, again, back to the shoe. Seamless stitching, the all suede, it's beautiful. There's also, so interesting, here is the lacing system in here. They have it completely covered. I think that really gives you the ability to dress the shoe up a little bit more than you can with a lot of basketball shoes. It hides the laces. I think you could get away with wearing this, you know, maybe even to a business meeting. Maybe I'll try that someday because I don't have dress shoes, guys. I only wear sneakers. So you're going to see me in a three-piece suit and I'm still got some fly sneakers on. I promise you. You're not going to catch me in dress shoes. Never. Never. All right, so hiding lace design, big fan of that. Got a little magnet here to clip it up. It also does have the Jordan branding, the Jordan logo right on the inside of that there. It does have a mesh kind of breathable system there, which I assume was more for a basketball factor. Although it being covered by the shroud, I think it kind of goes against the whole purpose of that. It has the same over here. I don't play basketball, guys. I'm 5'5" on a good day. So the chance of me getting anywhere close to that net is not very likely. So maybe these are helpful when you're playing basketball. If you guys have played in the Air Jordan 18s, let me know down in the comment section below how they work. I assume if Jordan was wearing them at the end of his career, he liked them enough to play in them, right? So little air vents there I think are cool. We got some little lace locks. They are plasticky. You would think with an Italian leather and with an Italian shoe inspired design, you would go with metal here, especially when they have metal on other sides of the shoe. So I'd say that's something they could have improved with this design for sure. When Jordan did go back to after he retired for the Bulls, playing for number 45, we talked about that in the Air Jordan 11 video. Check that one out. When he retired after playing in the number 45 and came back to play for the Washington Wizards, he did go back to the 23 number. And yeah, man, this is just, even just holding this right now, I'm just remembering wearing this around in 2010. And now I'm thinking of that young kid. And if I could tell him how special of a shoe he had on his feet, man, he wouldn't believe it. He wouldn't care. He wasn't that great of a person back in the day. More things about this shoe specifically. There is a carbon fiber plate that goes all around the bottom of the shoe. And not even just the bottom of the shoe, guys. This is something else I didn't even know about this. They not only put the carbon fiber in the plate, guys, they put it on the insole, the sole of the shoe. And look, it's blue carbon fiber. I mean, come on. They didn't have to do this, but they did, and I appreciate you, Jordan Brand. I appreciate you, Tate Kurbis. Again, sorry if I butchered that name for you. So I'm going to throw this back in there. Those are just some of the little things that I really do love about this Air Jordan 18. Most people aren't a fan of anything past the Air Jordan 14. I agree with that for the most part, the 18 being a massive exception because, again, I think it's a really classy looking shoe. There's a great story behind it. It's what Jordan ended his career in. It's my first Jordan, so this is a shoe, the 18, the model, this colorway specifically. I know I say this a lot, guys, but y'all know I love love my shoes. It's really special to me, and I'd go so far as to say it's really special to Jordan as well, as it was the last one. Trying to think if there's anything else, guys. Oh, one little thing. I love metal tips on shoelaces. It's classy. Do it more often. Thank you very much. I didn't even notice this until just now. I'm not sure. There's a little logo on the front of the shoe as well. It's got a little jump man and like an infinity sign. Oh my God, guys. It's an 8. I'm pretty sure that's an 8, and I bet you the other one is a 1. That was another weak barb, and that was a weak burp. Oh, I'm about to get roasted. I know for that one. Look at that. We're finding out new things about this shoe together, guys, and this is now the second time I've owned this specific shoe. Yeah, man, I love this. Thanks for sticking with me and talking to me. I will let y'all in on a little secret too. There are a few Jordan models that I would love, and will someday do a collaboration with. Jordan doing a collab with Collabs. And this is one of the models. I have some very cool ideas of what to leave my fingerprint on, because this is a big part of me. It's a big part of the Jordan brand, and I can't wait for the day we come together to tell a story with the Air Jordan 18. Thank you very much for watching another episode of Sneaker Collections. Samson the Chewbacca. I really appreciate y'all sticking with me on these. We're growing. Thank you.